Hey, what's going on YouTube? This is Chaos Reighn here. Today I'm here to bring you just another little, I guess a guide video of sorts. I just wanted to kind of show you exactly how I've been crafting a lot of really cool stuff with failed Chaos Orbs, and as such I have decided to burn a little bit of currency doing so. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and see if we can't make something really amazing in the matter of a couple of minutes. First things first, I will tell you that there are a couple of things you do need to note. That this is a more advanced crafting technique, and if you're going to be doing this, you have to know a little bit about the game and how it works. So, first thing I'll get to is step one, or rule one of this, is you got to know exactly what you're doing as far as, crafting certain pieces, and you got to know when and where to apply certain methods, in their proper homes. So, first method I'm going to show you is it's a relatively simple one. It's just using essence spamming along with a little bit of luck and going from there. So, right here you see we have a 15% 15% increased dexterity belt with an additional sense implicit of a chance to avoid being stunned. All we really care about is the sense increased implicit, because this is going to be a dex stack belt. As such, we're trying to make a really cool dex stack belt, maybe multiple dex mods, stuff like that. And this video is going to teach you how to do that. So this one has already been hit with an essence. I actually started this belt and then I ran out of annuls and I ran out of exalts, so I decided not to continue. I do have a little bit of extra now, so we're continuing. And we're going to show you where to go from this step. So pretend I just now hit this with an essence, and this is exactly what it was. I left it like this so I can continue it later. So now we're going to annul, and we're going to try and hit one of the two suffixes, either the lightning resistance or the regenerate life. We hit the regenerate life. So now you can do one of two things. Here you can stop and try and go for a reroll and continue, or you can try and hit the lightning res to keep going. So let's see. We hit a prefix, try again. We hit the dex. Alright. So now is a good example of, hey, we hit dex, we have to start over. So we hit it with the dex essence, we start over, and immediately we have two more suffixes that we have to annul off. So we need stun and block recovery, and enemy stun threshold. We hit stun and block recovery. We hit the prefix. There we go. Now we have a bare base of a belt, and it's ready for the next step. So the next step is a bit pricey. This is when it starts costing exalts, and I wouldn't recommend doing this unless you're a little bit better off in League. So let's see. Let's go here. Suffixes can't be changed. Now there's something to note. Suffixes can't be changed doesn't mean you cannot add a suffix. Suffixes can't be changed means the existing suffix, ergo the T1 essence dexterity modifier at 58, 56 currently, cannot be changed. So you can always add modifiers, you can always do stuff like that, and this is going to be an example of what that's like. So first, suffixes can't be changed. Take it off. Veiled Chaos. What did we hit? So it looks like we hit a prefix modifier, which is not what we want, and we have a reduced flash charges used as a suffix, which is, it's good. It's actually kind of good enough to keep it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep it, and instead of unveiling this mod, because we don't need a prefix, we need a suffix, we're going to do it again. Suffixes can't be changed. That's going to replace the veiled craft. So remember, if you're going to do this and you want to replace the veiled craft, this is this is how you do it. If you don't want to replace the veiled craft and you want to add another crafted addition, unveil first, because you will remove it, and that's a waste of 2 exalts. I've done it before. We have suffixes can't be changed. Oh, well, I just exalted T1 life. That's random. Alright, well, I didn't mean to do that, but oh well, we're going to reroll the life. Now we have a suffix, that's perfect. So now we're going to unveil and hope for a... we didn't hit, so what this means is now we basically take one of the mods. In this case, I'm going to take cooldown recovery because a lot of people like it, and then we're going to try and hit one of the two suffixes. Let's see. We hit the cooldown recovery, that's fine. Suffixes can't be changed again. And Veiled Chaos. We hit a prefix and we hit some cold res. So first we have to annul, you know, either the cold res or the flash charges used. We annulled the flash charges used, alright, so we can actually continue. We actually don't want this cold res either, so we're gonna go again. We hit it, perfect. Suffixes can't be changed. And Veiled Chaos again. See, looks like we have a prefix again, and we need to annul lightning res and regen life. We hit the lightning res, we need to hit regen life. Hit regen life, and we hit it again. We're getting some really lucky annuls here, as you can see. This is not how it goes, but we are also getting very unlucky unveils. Usually it drops us a suffix, so let's see. Here we go. We hit a suffix. We hit horrible lightning res, though. So, unfortunately, we're going to have to go for an annul and see what we can hit. But let's see what we hit here first. It doesn't look like we hit anything amazing, so we're just going to go for the annul again. We're going to go... Alright, we need lightning res gun. Alright, now we need cold and chaos. Cold and chaos. Wow, we are really lucky with annuls today. Suffixes can't be changed. And Veiled Chaos Orb. So this one hit us a prefix immediately. I'm going to tell you again, we don't need this. We also hit T2 Strength, which is really, really good because that's another T1 high stat. Alright, this is what we're talking about. So we have suffixes. Now, let's see.
Exile.
We go to Unveil. We have Strength Int. Oof, we didn't hit Dex, though. So this is an unfortunate circumstance where, you know, you have to kind of make that judgment. Do you want to stack more Dex, or do you want to keep going from here? What we're gonna do is we're gonna throw on the Strength Int, and then we're gonna try to annul and keep going. Alright. We hit the Strength. That's perfect. That's actually perfect. Okay. So we still have the T1 Dex, and now we have one Veiled Craft of Strength Int, which is fine. Suffixes can't be changed. Alright, we hit a prefix. We have to not start over, but do it again. Suffixes can't be changed. And we hit a suffix. Alright, so now if we unveil this suffix...
Hello.
We go here, what do we hit? Dex Int. Well, that's perfect. It's not perfect, but it's as perfect as we can get it currently, and as it sits, we also happen to have a tier 3 life. Now the Reflex is an unfortunate side effect of this, but as is, I think we did really well on this craft. So now we have a belt which has a 15% increased dex, a 31 to dex and int, 33 to strength and int, so it has over 60 intelligence, it has 80 plus dexterity, and it has 30 plus strength, and all in one belt on top of having life, and we can craft on some other thing. So the total cost of this, let's put our exalts away, we started at like 40 something, we're down to 27, so maybe 13x. This is a bad luck though, really, really bad luck. Normally it's a lot friendlier on your wallet. However, 13x for a belt like this is pretty solid, especially if you are going for an attribute stacking belt. And just as an example, some items I've made this league with this method. This Gate Amulet, which has T3 life as well, dex, and T3 cold res, only because it's the highest I could hit, unfortunately, with this item level of item, and then I end up getting extra dex on top of it, so it's dex, Dex, cold res, a little bit of life, area of effect, area damage, and projectile speed, projectile damage, all in one. We haven't finished that one yet. We have these gloves, which we did the same thing. We hit with essences till we hit the highest tier we can of light res. Then we did the suffixes can't be changed, hit the chosen mod of attack and cast speed while focused. Then we did it again to hit converted to lightning for the prefix, and we also happened to hit that T2 hybrid, and then we crafted on life at the end of it. This belt here is another kind of a cool project that we did. This has cannot be frozen with T1 chaos and cold resistance and cooldown recovery. We also happen to be using the chosen mod of chance that flasks do not consume charges, T3 life, and crafted on percent damage just because we can. There are a couple other projects such as the boots that follow the same kind of methods of crafting, and if you want to see me craft something like this again, I am more than happy to do so. Burning exalts to make cool items is really good. Now, I have sold a couple of these for 30 or 40 exalts before, especially if they're really synergistic. It's a relatively easy craft, but that doesn't mean it's guaranteed, so just keep that in mind when you're trying to craft it for yourself. It is a very, very good craft to learn. I would definitely recommend that if you are trying to do something like this, you look into what kind of crafting you can get done for it. Now, I'm just going to craft elemental damage with attack skills, maybe like a highest roll, and then post it on the market for sell, most likely for 20-25 exalts, which would be a really quick and easy flip of the 12x plus the 20C, 30C I bought the belt off the market for. Well, without further ado, this has been Chaos Reighn. I do hope you enjoy my video, and I hope that I put it for 50 and go down from there. But honestly speaking, I'm probably going to take it to standard and try it out there just because it has so much attributes, and I'm attribute stacking along with deck stacking on my other build. But yep, without further ado, this has been Chaos Reighn. I do appreciate you guys joining me today for a little bit of advanced crafting. If you want me to teach you how to do any other types of crafting, please feel free to leave a comment on one of my videos, or this one especially, and just kind of request, hey, I would like to know how to craft X, Y, or Z. If I don't know how to do it, I am more than willing to excuse me, to research the hows and whats on how to do it, and if I can afford it, or if the crafting materials exist, I wouldn't mind giving you excuse me, step-by-step instructions on how to do it. Without further ado, this has been Chaos Reighn. I do appreciate you tuning in for today's video, and have a good one, everyone.